Welcome back. This is Martin George, CEO of LTC Language Solutions, and I think this is the fourth video in a series, in a six-part series where we're really unpacking what is cultural intelligence. CQ, as we call it. A lot of us know our IQ, we know our EQ, but now we're trying to see how relevant are we when dealing with people from other cultures. We said the first dimension was motivation, the second dimension cognition, and really we're going to unpack cognition a little more, which really means what do you know about working across culture and what things could come up. There's some things that Hofstede, the cultural anthropologist that I was mentioning in the last video, there's time orientation, high and low context, individualism, power and distance, and uncertainty and avoidance. Really look up Hofstede and you'll be able to see the differences that people have as they approach people and what they really are comfortable with in their own culture and own background. So next, in terms of the United States, we understand that in the United States we say, money is time and you got to be on time and don't be late. But that's called a monochronic time orientation for someone from the U.S. We want meetings to start and end on time. We want to have an agenda. We want to go linear. We want to start here and go down, make our point, finish. It's 10 o'clock now, we wrap it up. Other cultures are what we call polychronic time. And they're more apt to just say this is an event. We can show up whenever we really want within reason. In some cultures in Latin America, we know, really excused lateness or tardiness might be a half hour. In North America, that opportunity to be late is about 5 to 10 minutes. So different orientation. In terms of really being able to understand polychronic and monochronic, you got to think about it being an event-oriented culture. So again, some of the cultures that are event-oriented are Saudi Arabia, Nigeria, Kenya, India, China, Brazil, Mexico, Turkey, and some monochronic, Germany, Switzerland, Sweden, Japan, Netherlands, the US. And really what that means is if you're working in a polychronic and event-oriented culture, a lot of times it just continues. Whatever you're doing continues till you're done. That event trumps the agenda. It really does override any other thing. And so they're just allowing you to have a meeting until you've come to a conclusion. They're not going to have a hard stop at noon or whatever. They're going to let it play out. So when we're working, especially with customers, we're sourcing product, we're trying to relocate people to other cultures, we have to understand that not every culture really does work by the clock and said, okay, it's 10, we got to be there, or 10, we got to end. They really are more impressed with the people and the people around them and what the people need. Some other things we might want to know in terms of, really the cognition is just our body language. How close do we stand? Do we stand 3 feet apart, which we do in North America and in United States of America? Some cultures stand 5 feet apart. It's a little unusual for someone the United States. We'd probably say, I don't really trust them. Why are they standing so far apart? And then if we talk to some others from other cultures, they might stand too close, like 1 foot, and we're like, whoa, back up, you're in my space. So all of these things give us really an idea. Do we trust them? Do we believe them? Do we want to work with them? Are we going to do a good job with them? Other things like gestures, eye contact are all part of our understanding to be successful working cross-culturally. So now we've gone into cognition. The next we will talk about metacognition, what we're thinking about, how we're preparing for these intercultural interactions. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.